How did a tray of cupcakes become a declaration of war? Why is it that when Meghan Markle posts a sweet tribute to Independence Day with her kids, it's branded as a coded message? Why does love, joy and red, white and blue frosting trigger such irrational fury in the British press? Well, darlings, once again, we're in the middle of another media spin cycle. And guess who they've tossed in the blender? That's right, Meghan Markle. But here's the thing. This time, the spin didn't stick. This time, Meghan won. Welcome back to Meghan and Harry Tales. I'm your host, Adrian, and today we're breaking down how July 4th exposed yet again the twisted double standard Meghan faces and how, despite it all, she continues to build a legacy rooted in authenticity, love and independence. If you're tired of the smear campaigns, if you believe in calling out hypocrisy where it stands, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and support the channel via super thanks so we can keep bringing truth to power. Let's get into it. Picture the warm Californian sun streaming into a kitchen, casting golden rays across the countertops and filling the room with a gentle, inviting glow. The air is alive with laughter, the sound of children giggling, and the irresistible scent of something sweet baking in the oven. In this heartwarming scene, Meghan gently guides Archie and Lilibet through a cherished family tradition, making cupcakes together for Independence Day, a ritual that brings everyone closer. Red, white and blue frosting swirled on top, sprinkles scattered with care, and a touch of edible glitter. Each cupcake becomes a tiny, imperfect masterpiece crafted with love and little hands. This wasn't a carefully planned PR move or a statement meant for the world to see. It was a mother passing down her heritage, creating core memories that her children would cherish for years to come. For most families, moments like these are met with simple smiles and laughter, treasured as part of everyday life. Meghan's intention was beautifully simple: to root her children in their American heritage, to fill their day with fun, and to teach them the joy of creating something together. Long before she was a duchess, Meghan was just a California girl, celebrating the 4th of July with her family, soaking in the sunshine and the spirit of independence. Sharing this tradition with her children was more than just baking. It was sharing a piece of her own story, her memories, and her love. These cupcakes weren't a message sent to a distant palace or the outside world. They were a heartfelt love letter written in frosting and sprinkles to her kids. In the end, it was a celebration of home, heritage, and the simple, irreplaceable joy of being together as a family, savouring every sweet moment. Then came the storm. It wasn't just a change in the weather, but a sudden, swirling chaos that swept through the city and the headlines alike. British tabloids seized on a private family moment, twisting it into a political act. What should have been a simple, joyful occasion was transformed into front-page fodder. The cupcakes were no longer about family, they became a supposed snub to the royal family. Even the choice of sprinkles and decorations was dissected for hidden messages. Headlines painted Meghan as a strategist, using dessert as a weapon in a phantom war. The narrative grew more absurd with every retelling. Every sprinkle was scrutinized for hidden meaning. The media speculated wildly, searching for clues in the most innocent details. The media machine spun a narrative of malice where none existed, fueling public outrage and confusion. A sweet moment was contorted into a bitter statement. What began as a gesture of love was twisted into a symbol of division. Meghan can do no right. If she's silent, she's plotting. If she bakes, she's rebelling. Her every move is interpreted as a calculated act. This isn't journalism, it's public persecution. The line between reporting and harassment has been blurred beyond recognition. The real mother in her kitchen is lost in the noise, her intentions, her warmth, her humanity drowned out by the relentless coverage. The cupcake controversy was manufactured drama, exposing media bias and the appetite for scandal over truth. The story became less about Meghan, more about the obsessive lens through which she's viewed, a reflection of our own fascination and the media's relentless pursuit of spectacle. To understand the injustice, look at the double standard. When Catherine, Princess of Wales, bakes with her children, headlines are glowing. She's praised as a hands-on mother. The gesture is seen as wholesome, never political. No one questions her motives or analyzes her children's creations for hidden messages. The coverage is warm and approving. Now compare Meghan's experience. She bakes with her children and receives suspicion, not praise. Her actions are dissected for signs of rebellion. The same act is framed as controversial and divisive. This is a clear double standard, rooted not in actions but in who Meghan is. The cupcake controversy is a bite-sized example of persistent, unfair scrutiny. The cupcakes were about a mother's love, not a rebel's agenda. Meghan's focus since leaving royal duties has been her family's happiness. Their Montecito home is a sanctuary, not a war room. Baking on the 4th of July was a celebration of her American identity. Sharing that with her children enriches their dual heritage. The kitchen conversation was about history and joy, not palaces or politics. Meghan's goal to see delight on Archie's and Lilibet's faces. The narrative of defiance is fiction. The truth is much simpler. Meghan's actions were about building family identity, not dismantling a royal one. Her only agenda was happiness. The cupcake incident shows why Meghan and Harry chose their own path. They wanted a life where baking with their kids wasn't an international incident. In Montecito, they found freedom and built a life on their terms. Their independence frustrates critics. They're no longer bound by old rules. Through their work and advocacy, they've built a new legacy. They've weathered storms and emerged stronger. Meghan moves with grace, focusing on family and purpose. The simple act of baking cupcakes is a symbol of their freedom. It's about raising global citizens and living authentically. Meghan is not just surviving, she's thriving. So what's the lesson here? Joy is resistance. Freedom is power. And Meghan Markle continues to embody both, not with press releases or palatial privilege, but with authenticity. To all our amazing subscribers and supporters, thank you. If you believe in truth over tabloid lies, in celebrating joy over bitterness, support us via super thanks and help us amplify the voices the mainstream media tries to silence. Because Meghan's cupcakes weren't a stunt, they were a declaration. We are here, we are free, and we will not be silenced. I'm Adrian, and this has been Meghan and Harry Tales. Stay kind, stay curious, and most importantly, stay loud.